Today we are doing Broga Jantan and I'm testing the new WendWax Lubrication. So far so good. Just did about 4 km. Haven't started climbing yet. With all the strong climbers. Everyone's strong here except me. That's okay. Enjoy the ride. So I'll see you. I'll let you know how's the ride on the new WendWax Lube. Okay, so did the Linging climb. It was painful, and so far the WendWax is quite smooth. I feel that the pedaling is a bit lighter, but the shifting is a bit noisier than the previous wax. I think it's because the amount of wax I use is probably less, but the pedaling is definitely lighter. So let's see the chain now. So the chain, you can see, is definitely less wax than normal. So far so good. One thing I like about this wax is because it keeps the cassette very clean. Let's see the trademark WendWax touch test. Yep, clean, really good. So let's onward to Jerantoi. Pedaling is nice. So far so good. Now to Concoy. Some really crazy bikes. Just past TT. Now going to Concoy. So I just did my Broga Jantan ride. It was 115 km with almost 4,005 meter elevation. As usual, we had 10 people to ride, and then when we reached TT, everyone had their breakfast. But for me, I kept on riding because of visa issue. I always try to reach home before 1. So I solo from TT all the way back to Semenye and managed to reach Semenye at 12:30 or before 12:30, 12:20. Which is perfect. It means I get to reach home before 1 and bring the kids out for lunch. So anyway, here's my first impression for the WendWax lube. Overall, I feel that the lube is number one. Let's go back from number one. Right, the application is so much easier than WendWax. I find it putting the wax into the chain significantly easier, and also I definitely use less wax. And I believe one bottle you should be able to use up to 10 application. And if the WendWax lube does similar to what the WendWax wax does, I think 300 km per wax should be enough. Right now I just did 100 km, so I'm going to test another 200 km for the following weeks. So far, so good. The first ride was very pleasant. My initial impression is I find the lube and overall the chain is lighter. I find pedaling significantly easier than the wax, the first WendWax. I find it lighter. Also, I find the shifting is not as smooth as WendWax. I believe when I was using WendWax, maybe because I applied too much, or I don't know, but maybe the WendWax, there's a bit more application at the side as well. Every time I upshift my big chainring, it's very subtle, very nice. It has a like a thump shifting sound. So shifting with the WendWax, I find it nicer. On the lube, on the WendWax lube, I find the shifting not as smooth, but not bad at all actually, to be honest. I find the shifting still relatively smooth. From the chainring all the way to the cog, the shifting was very fast. It was like I shift, it snap, I shift, it snap. So shifting is good. Pedaling is lighter. What else can I say about the lube? I guess overall the chain is still very clean, which is the main reason why I use WendWax, right? I have stopped using oil for almost 2 years and I have no regret, mainly because my cork and my chain is always clean. And the lifespan of my chain when I use oil and chain is about the same. I can't really tell the difference. In terms of cycling it, I find cycling with wax has a more nicer feel on shifting, and also overall is nicer on dry and wet. But I haven't tested the wax lube on wet yet, but so far on dry is perfect. Would I stop using WendWax and go to lube? If you ask me sincerely, I guess I would, mainly because of the easier application and the very nice feeling, lighter pedaling feel. I don't know. Anyway, it is not a scientific data that I can give you, because even though I'm using a power meter, I still I don't really track my power meter. I just monitor my FTP and my effort. But initial impression, definitely I feel the leg overall has a lighter feel to it when I pedal. So I don't know, maybe it's a good thing, you know. Every time when you cycle, when it's lighter, it's always a good thing, right? Rather than you suffer up, like today we had the Lengang climb, the Jantan climb and the Kongkoi climb. Honestly, every single little feel that you have about a lighter pedaling helps so much, not in terms of the cycling itself, but in terms of the morale. It significantly helps a lot. So overall I like it. Honestly, if you are still curious about it, get the small, I think they have a 12 ml bottle, or is it 10 or 12 ml bottle, which is enough for one application, so try it. I'll give the link where you can buy it down below, and I hope you like my first initial impression. Okay, so let me know what you think. Thank you, and see you on the road soon.